Every year, Jewish people around the world celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles, also called Sukkot. What's the purpose of this holiday? What's its significance? More importantly, why, according to the Bible, are Jewish people in Israel supposed to sleep and eat in flimsy yet beautiful tents for a week? Sukkot is a joyous holiday following two somber holidays, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, which are times of repentance and getting right with God. Sukkot is a transition to celebration and rejoicing, commemorating the harvest and God's redemption of Israel from Egypt. How does God instruct Israel to observe Sukkot? We see this in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 33 through 36. Again, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, on the 15th of this 7th month is the Feast of Booths, for 7 days to the Lord. On the first day is a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work of any kind. For 7 days you shall present an offering by fire to the Lord. And on the 8th day you shall have a holy convocation and present an offering by fire to the Lord. It is an assembly. You shall do no laborious work." And then we continue reading in Leviticus 23, 42 through 43. "You shall live in booths for 7 days. All the native born in Israel shall live in booths, so that your generations may know that I had the sons of Israel live in booths when I brought them out from the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God." The reason God instructed Israel to live in these booths was to remember and experience, to a degree, the Exodus wilderness, wandering out of Egypt. Traditionally, dwelling in the booth, or also called a sukkah, also reminds us of the impermanence of our lives. In his book, The Jewish Way, Living the Holidays, Rabbi Irving Greenberg wonderfully makes the point. The sukkah provides a corrective to the natural tendency of becoming excessively attached to turf. It instructs Jews not to become overly rooted, particularly not in the exile. Around the world, Jewish people erect Sukkot, in which they share meals, study Torah, and gather together in this sacred space. In addition to the sukkah, Jewish people wave the lulav and etrog. The etrog is a citrus fruit, and the lulav is a set of palm, myrtle, and willow branches all bound together. These items are referred to as the 4 species and are commanded in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 40. And I quote, "Now on the first day you shall take for yourselves the foliage of beautiful trees, palm branches, and boughs of leafy trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Lord your God for 7 days." This practice praises God for the plentiful harvest that he has provided. There is one final thought to chew on, and for me, this is my favorite. Jesus' disciple and friend, John, wrote in the first chapter of his gospel, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we saw his glory, glory as of the only begotten from the Father, full of grace and truth." The word that John uses there in Greek for dwelt is actually tabernacled. Jesus tabernacled amongst us. John uses the imagery of Sukkot, the joyous Jewish holiday at which time Jewish people dwell in booths to remember God redeeming Israel from the enslavement in Egypt, but also remembering the tabernacle, the tent that God himself dwelt in with them in the middle of the desert. John is saying that Jesus, God in flesh, tabernacled in the form of Jesus amongst us. God revealed himself to Israel and the rest of the world by tabernacling among us in the person of Jesus, who redeems us from our enslavement to sin. It's amazing to see God's purposes for creating such an awesome holiday. Hag Sameach.